Oh man, quitting is funny. What's good with you, man? How you doing? Long time no see. Jimmy, how you doing this evening, sir? Let me get my. How are you doing, sir? 31,011. Nice. Quentin, so howdy, Mr. Chachi. What's up with you, man? How you doing this evening, Chachi? Are you choosing violence this evening or not? Because if you're choosing violence this evening, we can, we can clash early. Oh goodness. Hey, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Look, he says, Chachi, the party has arrived. Don't give him all that credit, Quentin. Don't give him all that credit, man. You can't. Yeah. Oh, there's the weekly check on can number 12, Chachi. There you go. Oh goodness. The party has arrived. Yeah. Man, oh man. So how you guys been? How has your week been? Quentin, if I won't say if you didn't know, if you didn't remember, Quentin's birthday was yesterday, and actually went out. Quentin invited me to hang out with him and his family that are local. Fine, no ill effects at all. He didn't tell me. He didn't tell me that there were any ill effects from him, or that he had any ill effects. So he was fine as well. We actually left from the restaurant, the bar/restaurant, and we went and charged the car last night, hung out for a bit, and then came home. I got home, it was about 10:30ish maybe, I guess. It wasn't too late. But he just went into the basement, so I can't ask him how he was, but he didn't complain about anything this morning when I took him to he's doing the internship at a hospital. I said, what's going on, big fella? Ready for football season. Peace and blessings to you and the family. Yes, I am getting ready for football season. I'm one of these folks that I kind of watch sports when I won't say when I need to watch sports, but other things in my life take priority, precedent over watching, like sitting down and watching the game. But last night, because we were at a bar and the Phillies were playing the Orioles last night, the Phillies are playing the Orioles tonight as well, and I hadn't checked on the score since I got home, but the last I checked, the Phillies were up. Phillies score. The Phillies were up. All right, and is it final? It is final. The Phillies won 6-4. So Taste Tester number 2 had a baseball game this afternoon, and this evening, and I was at the baseball game, and somebody was watching the Phillies and the Orioles, and I'm like, hey, what's the score? And they're like, oh, the score is 3-2, the Orioles. And I'm like, oh, the Phillies will turn that around. And then there was a lady who was there, and she said, this isn't last night. They got Batista on the mound or something like that, she said. And I said, well, the score was 3-2 yesterday, and the Phillies turned it around, and they won the game. She said, that was last night. Tonight's different. I'm telling you now, the Phillies aren't winning. She said, the Orioles going to take this series. I told you so. And you're going to remember I told you so. I said, oh, okay. I said, I'm going to remember I heard that. But she started laughing. And the score is, the score was 4-6. So in favor of the Phillies, which means that the Phillies got the best of the series. Anyway, but when we were out last night, we were watching the game, so I paid attention to the game because that's, it was one of those things, multitasking. So Quentin says nice, he did much better than he thought. First he was wanting the medium flavor, ended up liking the hotness. Yeah, you know what? He surprised me. I told you, I won't say out of everyone, taste tester number one and number two would have been my choices for those who don't mind the heat. I don't know if you've seen Quentin or remember, but we did a few different hot things here on my channel a while back. When I have a playlist of trying new things, or I think it's called trying new things with my kids. And one of those things we did, we ate some like hot potato chips, and we ate like a gummy. It might have been a gummy bear or like a gummy snake or something like that. We ate maybe a scorpion. I don't know what it was, but I don't remember. But they took it with pretty well. I do also have the the one chip challenge. I do have one of those. It's around here somewhere. I got it, and I just haven't had the heart, more or less, to try it. But he did take those wings really well, so maybe we'll have to try it. Chachi's funny. He's saying, you showed up this time? You actually went? When he invited me on Sunday. And it wasn't that the last time he invited me out, I was busy. I had something else to do, so I was unable to go. Captain Newbie, what up, Russ? How you doing? He said, what a journey. Hey, Dash and all. Clinton said he did, Chachi. I would have never asked him to do anything else if he wouldn't. If he would have said no again. No, see, that's not how it works, man. You can't invite me and then be mad if I have something else going on. I have dude, my afternoons, my evenings, they're not usually my own. I have other things I have to do around the house, taking, dad taxi, attending games, taking my son to games and other things like that, taking my daughter to different things, social events. So it's not that simple. Just because I'm gonna say booked, but just because I have things going on doesn't mean I don't want to come out. It just means that you need to invite me until I'm free. Chachi, Marcus, he says what? He says aloha everyone. Hey Marcus, how you doing? My goodness, Chachi, there's something in my eye. Sean, how you doing, man? He said what up? What up? Quentin says, oh, we ain't gonna scoot past you hitting your ground. Dude, I unhooked the trailer and it rolled into the grill. It just like tapped it. So he said, I ain't forget. Oh, I'll come over and do half the chip with you. All right. Sean says we bought the chip and ended up tossing it. Oh, okay. Look, Quentin says, oh, we do a third, but taste us a number two. Yeah. Marcus says, hot. Yo, Jimmy didn't do it. Jimmy watched his son and daughter-in-law, or his daughter and his son-in-law, do the one chip challenge, and they were struggling. They looked like they were struggling. They were struggling. But it's crazy. So let me full circle. Last night I met up with Quentin. We went to a place in Baltimore, and this place in Baltimore has wings. T Crunk, he says, hey yo, what's up, man? There's a place in Baltimore that does this place has like 30 or so different wing flavor combinations, and there are 6 that are rated like the hottest, or however many there are. Quentin, if you still have the menu or the number of wings. Chachi says, not even 10 minutes into the stream and already got the finger. No, there was something in my eye, Chachi. Something in my eye. Yeah, something in my eye. I don't know what it is that you do. It's like a Pavlovian response. When you start talking trash, there's all of a sudden my eyes start itching. Listen, Marcus said I did the number 10 Bloody Mary at Casino El Camino. He said once, he says rooming for the whole day. So what Marcus is talking about is something really hot. On 6th Street in Austin, there's a bar called Casino El Camino. If you guys go back and watch the video when I was in Austin, I sat and the last time I was in Austin, I sat and I drank with Marcus at this bar. We had lunch there, and the bartender Frap makes Bloody Marys, but he makes the Bloody Marys like on a mild to wild type scale. And when I was there, I think I got like a 5 or a 6 because I was battling indigestion, and I'm like, I'm not trying to die off of some spicy stuff, so I think I did like a 5 or a 6. Marcus said he did a number 10, which, you know, if I know Frap, it was spicy. But these wings, we had these wings last night at this bar slash restaurant, and it ended up being trivia night, which was cool. So he says 6, super insane hot. I thought it was like 10, but either way, we ordered 3 batches of 10 because they give you the wings in orders of 10. So we ordered a mild wing, a hot wing, and a crazy wing, right? So when the wings got to the table, we ordered 4. So we got 2 mild or 1 mild, 2 hot, and 1 crazy. When the wings got to the table, Quentin's like, all right, well, you know what? I'm going in the deep end. We reached into the super hot wings and we ate those first. And taste tester number 2, Quentin and his brother-in-law and myself, we ate 4 of those wings right away, and it wasn't that bad. So this was the second one from the hottest wings that they had. Wasn't that bad. So we had the wings, and it was all good. And we're like, all right. So then we start eating the other wings, right? They had another wing, one of the wings that was supposed to be a hot wing. It was called Jamrock. It was really good. Don't remember much that was in it other than it was like an orange chicken, or set like an orange chicken base, and then they had other stuff on top of it. Then we had the Wings of Destiny, and then we had the Raven. Those are the other 2 mild slash hot flavors that we had. So we ate all of those wings, and then between testers number 2, myself, Quentin, his brother-in-law, and his sister. So we ate those wings, the majority of those wings, and it's like, all right, well, Quentin's like, well, these ones that are hot, and credit what credit is due, Quentin had 4 or 5 of those hottest wings that we had on the table. And he's like, yo, I got this. We need to order the other ones. So we're like, all right. So we placed the order, and we're like game planning who's going to eat what, like how many wings we're going to eat, because there's 4 of us. And then Quentin's sister was like, all right, I'll eat 1 too. So Quentin's like, all right, I'll eat 3. I'm like, I'll take 2. His brother said, I'll take 2. Taste tester number 2 said, I'll take 2. So we were like, even money, that's all 10 wings. So we're like, all right. Goodness. Yo. Quentin says Jamrock was a table favorite for sure. I agree. Russ said, and it reminded me of the pig in the blanket. Yeah. Taste tester number 3 worked harder. Taste tester number 3 worked harder than you, and I don't think I missed that hot dog on the ground. You did. There was one hot dog. She did work harder than me, Russ. And there was 1 hot dog on the ground. If you want, I can go back and find out, tell you the timestamp where it happened. But so we get the hottest wings. Like I said, we game plan who's gonna eat what, yada yada. And we like the first one. We're like, I put 2 wings on my plate and I licked my fingers. And I was like, oh, like, it actually has a little bit of flavor, but it wasn't as much flavor as the last one. And it was hot. It was hot. So, and then on top of it, on top of the flavor being hot, the wings were hot in temperature. They were hot in temperature. So on top of it being like hot as hell to taste, it was hot as hell to eat, which only compounded the hot as hell to taste. So I ate the first one, and I'm like, all right, you know what? Drop it down. I was like, all right. I'm starting to trying to suck in air, right? And then I said, all right, you know what? I gotta hurry up, eat the second wing. I hurry up and finish the second wing. By this time, test tester number 2 had finished his second wing, and Quentin was darn near on his third. And I'm like, all right, you know, like, kind of dying. I ain't not even gonna lie. I was kind of dying. It was hot, and the fact that it was hot in temperature did not help with the hot and taste again. So we ate the wings and we're like sitting there and it's like, all right. And I have a warm beer in front of me and I had some water. So I started drinking my water. Taste tester number 2, he ordered a Shirley Temple, or he bartender gave him a Shirley Temple. And at this point, he was drinking it down. There was ice in his cup. I took some ice and was like slurping the ice. I was just like trying to do any and everything to feel better. And it just wasn't working for a while. It took about 15-20 minutes for it to kind of subside and go away. But yeah, I was very careful not to be very mindful about what I touched. Like, I didn't get any of the wings, like the sauce on my lips. Quentin's brother-in-law did get some sauce on his lips, and he's like, yo, my lips are on fire. I touched my lips with the wings. It was like, ooh, bad time. So Quentin said to me the first super hot wing was like the Wingstop Atomic flavor. He said not killer immediate. Quentin says, but it runs up when you quick, and it has no flavor. It's just hot, hot, hot. Yes, the wings are super hot in temp. Yep. It also didn't help me. I was drinking rum punch while trying to eat them damn things. Make the bartender, Mark, the bartender was refilling the water pitcher, was hilarious. Yeah. So, I mean, it was funny because, so we were eating the wings and we're like all kind of like at the table, like just in our own little hells, right? And Mark is like, hey, or right before we got the wings, like when we placed the order, he's like, how about I refill that water for you? We're like, yeah, that's a great idea. Victor says, howdy all. All right. Russ says, my internals are crying. But not. It really wasn't. It wasn't bad. I no ill effects. Thank goodness. None. So let's see. Let's get to the topic at hand. I wanted to talk to you guys, and this is one of those video topics I did a while ago. Let's talk writing a check your cooker can't cash. So the whole thing is this. There will probably come a time when someone will ask you to cook something or a lot of something, and you don't have the cooker space for it. So I got a call today to do an event, and unfortunately I had to tell the young lady, I said, I'm sorry, I'm at the date of your event I'm going to be out of town. So she's like, oh, so sorry, I told her, I said, I really do apologize, but I won't be back in town like for your, for the date of your event. I really don't want to rush back to town to be able to do the thing for her. I really want to be able to take some time off, do what I need to do, and not have to worry about that. So, yeah. Hey, I guess before we get into deep, shout out to those of you guys who are rewatching. Shout out to Bumpy. He's self-proclaimed, what does he say, mayor or the president of the rewatch gang. Steven, how you doing? He says, hey, yo, that's your peeps. Good evening. Good evening to you too, Steven. Definitely. Hopefully all is well there in Trinidad with you and yours. Steven, you probably would have laughed at these hot wings we had the other day. I was telling everyone that I went out with Quentin last night and his family, and we went to a place where we had some hot wings, and the hottest wings they had on the menu were hot, but they were no match. We didn't die, but did you die? And the answer is no. So, but it was good. They were really good. Good company, definitely. So, but when have you had someone ask for something that is just too much for what your cooker capacity is? So basically somebody says, all right, hey, can you smoke some chicken legs for me? You're like, yeah, sure, I can smoke some chicken legs. And you're thinking like one family pack or something like that. And they're like, all right, I'm gonna bring a case to you, or I need a case of chicken thighs cooked or something like that. So Dave, how you doing this evening? From Dave's Racing Channel. Steven says howdy to Russ. Yes, it has been a minute. I was gonna berate him a little later about not being here, but I figured he may have been locked up or something. I pissed him off, and he was repaying me by not watching my videos. Oh man, so Jimmy is funny because Jimmy says Thanksgiving comes dangerously close to, and Jimmy, I know that feeling oh too well because I've had to cut off or place a cutoff on the number of turkeys that I smoke every year for Thanksgiving. Speaking of which, I had someone hit me up asking me about turkey for Thanksgiving already. It is July. It is July. And they randomly hit me up or they placed the order for something else and they said, "You smoke turkeys for Thanksgiving?" I said, "Yes." "All right, I'm going to need one of them too." "What?" "What?" I said, "It's July." She said, "Yeah, put me down for one of them too. Put me down." So I said, "All right, well, your name is going to top the list." And so, oh yeah, that's the one that I went to. Let me see. Not that one. Notepad. Cancel. That one. Thanksgiving. Where's my notes? I want to make sure that I have this notes. Turkey Day 2023. Yep. She was like, yeah, put me on a list. I said, okay. So, Quentin says, "We are going to cook Thanksgiving dinner this weekend. Actually, trial run of turkey and greens. Nice. Updating some recipes," he said. That's what's up. I wish I would, I am going to be not around, so I can't try it. Occupied this weekend. Victor said I have to run. I haven't run into this problem, but only because I ordered my large Lone Star Grills IVS in advance. The IVS he's talking about is a insulated vertical smoker. You know, it's funny. Some acronyms I know, I get, and then other acronyms I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Victor says the large insulated vertical smoker can do the same amount of food as a 500-gallon smoker. Thyron, how you doing, sir? I'm good. He said, "Dash, what's going on?" "Nothing much, man. How have things changed for you since you won the competition on Netflix?" I feel like it's been plenty of time has passed since you won. So how has life changed, man? Hopefully all is well. Thyron, maybe you can answer this question. When have you taken or gotten an order that was bigger than what your cookers could handle? Obviously, you know, this is in time. You've probably gotten orders and stepped up your the size of your cookers, your game, basically. So you might have to think about something that happened in years past. But, you know, when was a time where you took an order that you weren't expecting it to be as big as it was? You kind of agreed to cook for somebody, and then they sprung that we needed way more food than you thought. Russ said, "I love getting too many turkeys and taking one out of the freezer in like May and doing a faux Thanksgiving." Nice. I'm kind of thinking of something as well, to do something similar. I think I have one turkey, but I'm not sure if I do because somebody wanted a turkey, not randomly. "Hey, how was work today?" "Oh, that's right. No work." Somebody wanted a turkey randomly in like February or March, and I was like, "Aha! I have an extra turkey. I'm gonna use that one." Victor said, "But as Dash has pointed out in the past, it doesn't have as big a footprint." Yes. So his cooker, where a lot of one of the things I noticed when I went to Texas, everything is spread out in Texas, even the cookers. Everything is spread out. There's more landmass, there's more room, there's more everything. That is not the case on the East Coast. So having a 500-gallon or 1,000-gallon smoker is just not something that's necessarily feasible. So with a lot of folks on the East Coast, and obviously it seems like on the West Coast as well, what ends up happening is they build their smokers up vertically. I'm no different. I have an insulated, or mine is an insulated reverse flow vertical smoker. I'm not sure if that smoker, that Lone Star cooker, is reverse flow or not, but the footprint versus the capacity is pretty good. Let's see. Thyra says if I smoke it, it will come. Yeah, well, I mean, but Russ said I need more than 10 thumbs though. Yeah. This last week I smoked 700 slabs of ribs. Nice. Where's the clear? No, I didn't grab it tonight. So I won't say funny, but so I just gotten in the house right after 8 o'clock. So Taste Tester number 2 had a game. His team won. Actually, they won 12-0. So it was a fine game. And by the time the game was over, we got home. It was a little after 8 o'clock, and I sat down at 8. And I haven't gotten back up. Haven't gotten back up to go get a jar of something. But I was thinking, like, maybe I'll just sip on something tonight. Actually, I got a jar I got a store-bought moonshine. Just, try something different to kind of see how the stuff my guy gives me compares. Victor says, Russ, I have at least 4 turkeys still in my freezer. I always load up during Thanksgiving when turkeys are cheap. Yes. Russ thinks he's funny. I have a stand-up freezer looking a little light in the rear. Yawning already? Yes. I may get another sleep study episode. Taste Tester number 1. Quentin says hi. This guy have. Did you hear me? I said Quentin says hi. Hey, can you hand me something from over the floor over there? There's the tall bottle, and then right next to it, there's a bottle that says like corn whiskey or something like that. It's got a brown top. It's in the middle. Yes. Lower. All on the floor. Right there. That one. Yep. Thank you. Alright, so that's what it is. Thank you. Still Moon. This is corn whiskey moonshine. Special reserve. It says 100% corn whiskey. And it's 100 proof. That's where I like it. Alright, so let's see. Rush, you're not telling anybody anything. Land isn't an issue for me. I'm a smoker. 10 acres. However, my barbecue area is limited. Yeah. 10 acres. He lives like, not literally in the middle of nowhere, but like at the cross section of nowhere and far from everywhere else. So, what's interesting, so I had my energy drink in here earlier, and I drank that with my dinner. I'm going to sip on this. Indigestion pill. Alright, so Russ said I like to call it quad country. I'm envious. Yeah. You probably could ride a bunch of quads out there, but then again, I don't know if there's like a creek or something that runs through. I can't remember. If there's a creek or something, like some water that runs through, like a water feature. Alright, so, but question, real talk. Let's see, what else has, or when else have you, let's say somebody relied on you or said, hey, can you cook for the family? Or the family's coming over and the party got too big for what was originally intended. And as opposed to having to cook like 20, 30 burgers, you're like, oh, I have to cook 100 burgers. And you have a Weber kettle. Quentin said I got some Japanese whiskey tonight. Big fan. It says Suntory. Quentin, there's a Costco in DC. That Costco in DC sells liquor, and they have a lot of different bourbons and whiskeys there, or they don't have a lot, but they have some bourbons and whiskeys there. And I'm not sure, but I believe Suntory might be one of the ones that was there. I kind of vaguely remember it. But if they have it there, it is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I mean, it's dumb cheap there, and at the Costco in DC. But so, Marcus, what about you? Had any cooks? Well, I know one of the other things that I've had to do is kind of cook in waves, and I've talked about that before, where I will have to cook one thing, finish that part, and then cook another thing, finish that part. I won't say it seems to happen, but it happens often when I have to do, like when I do those 250 to 500 person events where I'm cooking, let's say 100 pounds of brisket, 100 pounds of pork shoulder, and 100 pounds of chicken, one of those deals, and I have to cook my chicken in waves. Like, I'll cook all of the chicken thighs in one wave. I'll cook all of the chicken breasts in one wave. I'll cook pork shoulder, in one wave. I'll cook the brisket and the pork shoulder in one wave, and then I'll cook the chicken, or I'll cook brisket and chicken, and then kind of double up, and then cook the rest of the chicken when I'm finishing the brisket and the pork. Definitely the Costco in DC. Also, if it's not the Costco in DC, there's a Costco in Christiana, Delaware. So it's like 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. DC is closer, but you have to pay the DC liquor tax. Christiana is further away, and you get it tax free. So there's those. Let's see. Russ said, I've had the opposite. I smoked 4 turkeys, but I had a COVID. So in essence, I overcooked and nobody cared. Oh, I care, Russ. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Victor says 9 out of 10 acres will flood a couple times a year in the winter months. The trade-off is the salmon will start their run in the river. That's just in just a few weeks. That will go to about December. UFC fan says, what's the best way for someone to keep the food warm for family events? So you have a couple different options. You can try to cook things ahead of time and then keep them, like if you have a grill that you can try to use as a warmer, or you use the racks and the warmers, just like everybody else. But when I have parties here at my house and things like that, I set up so in my kitchen, just because we had a party a few weeks ago in my kitchen, this is the island. This is the island there. And on that island, I set up the racks and warmers, and just like I was at a catering event out and about, that's how. When you're outside and I'm doing an event, it depends on the event. Like the event that I did, that I showed that video for, when I did the cooking, the burgers and things like that were in and out. The hot dogs were in and out faster than they could get cool. And if someone said, hey, can you warm this up for me? I would just stick it back onto the grill and warm it up. There were a few times in the video where you saw I was warming up burgers for someone. If they, took the burger and was like, this is kind of cold, can you warm it back up for me? And that's no problem. The grill is right there. So you can use the grill as a warmer. You can use the racks and the warmers as warmers. If you have an oven nearby, you can keep food in the oven and pull things out when you need to. Most people don't have like a proofing warmer, but a warmer. But those are, and there's a specific term for that, like stand-up warmer. But most people don't have that, so you usually end up relying on warmers and racks or chafing dishes. Russ said, water park fun. I got a 12-foot rowboat, deep holes. Let's try it out. Yeah. Quentin said, I'll answer the question. So when I first got my first BG, I decided to cook, big green egg. I decided to cook Thanksgiving dinner on it for the family. 1 turkey breast, 1 lamb, crab legs, T-bone steaks, all not fitting on the egg. So I had to learn fast how to cook everything. So it was all done at the same time. I put the turkey in first, let it go for a while. Once it was 10 minutes, I threw the steaks on and crab on. All right. I guess he's going on. Victor says I only smoke turkeys in the 10 to 13 pound range. I can do 18 turkeys in a single cook. Plus, I have 2 other vertical cabinet smokers that I can do 4 turkeys each in a single cook. Russ says, would you try to run multiple smokers with help? You seem to have a science on all of your equipment to bulk your production level. So, Russ, I have, and I actually have done videos where I have cooked with 2 smokers at a time. The one time I cooked with Bessie and Bernadette, and I had them, facing each other. So what it was I cooked and I don't remember what I cooked in each of the smokers, but I knew that I had multiple events that I was cooking for, and it was one of those things where if someone says, "Hey, can you do something for me on X, Y, and Z particular day?" and I say yes. And then they say, all right, well, I'm going to need 4 briskets, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't expect that. I was like, I wasn't anticipating that. So writing a check, my one smoker couldn't cash. And what I ended up having to do was cook with 2 different cookers at the same time. So, and that is not something that does not happen often, but it has happened in the past. And that's not something I'm afraid of. It's just an eventuality, if you will. Quentin said the turkey was done, pulled it, put the lamb on, and went to direct cooking to finish the lamb and the steaks. I was going crazy, but everything came out excellent, and I've been knighted the cook for holidays. That is not necessarily the bestest of things, Quentin. Russ, that was all me. It wasn't Bernadette that dropped the pig in the blanket. Oh, goodness. He said, I'm still mad Bernadette dropped the pig in the blanket. That was all me. That was not Bernadette. I dropped that pig in the blanket. I reached in to get the pig in the blanket, and as I'm pulling it out, I don't know what happened. The tongue shifted in my hands or whatever. I dropped it on the ground. I threw it on the ground. But yes, Russ, that is exactly something I'm talking about. And I don't remember. I know for sure one of the events that I had to do was for a friend of mine who has a performance shop, a Volkswagen Audi performance shop, and he was doing an open house, and it was around Christmas time. So it could have been like an event at someone's house, and also his event at his shop. But I know for sure I ended up having to cook for 2 different, in this one weekend, I think I had 4 events. I had an event Friday, I had an event Saturday, or 2 events Saturday, and an event on Sunday. It's one of those type things where I had a lot going on. Russ said I'm still, so, dude, I have to I'll give you an out. Nah, Russ, I am not the one to not accept blame where blame is due, and not take what is the word I'm looking for? I take all responsibility for my actions most of the time, some of the time, every now and again. Russ said, don't forget the thumbs up, people. Yes, indeed. Quentin says, oh, trust me, if I didn't like cooking so much, I'd be upset. I'd rather just be chilling in the rec room watching the game. And are you finished in the kitchen? Turn out the light, please. Sitting in the rec room watching the game and not worrying about the grill temp and burning the seafood. Russ said, cheap excuses. Shoot. We're not even talking about excuses, man. So this still moon, it's not bad. It's 100 proof. That's for daggone sure. So it says that Sip Still Moon, special reserve for a clean, crisp flavor and a warm, smooth mouthfeel. Made exclusively with 100% premium corn spirits, Still Moon Special Reserve is the evolution of moonshine and the finest of white corn whiskeys. We think Great Granddaddy will be proud. Compare for yourself. So reading that, it threw me off because it was throwing me off. Can you guys see that? Like every other word or a majority of the words are capitalized. Like, why is corn spirit capitalized? And I mean, I get it that you're saying like Moon Special Reserve or Still, I mean, that's the name, Moon Special Reserve. But why is Evolution capitalized? And again, why is corn whiskey capitalized? And here we go. We think, well, but great granddaddy. All right, well, that's a person. But compare, that does start a new sentence. But still, some of the capitalization in there threw me off when I was reading it. 100 proof. This is the stream ended before. This stream ended before 10:45. The stream might end before 10:45 because I'm tired. But we shall see. Victor says, here's a question for Steven. How many Scotch bonnets do you stuff in a turkey? Well, he's using the scorpion peppers. He's like, Scotch bonnets, those aren't even hot enough. He like, I bathe with the Scotch bonnets. Chachi says, hell no, all-nighter. Nope, I definitely know I can't do an all-nighter tonight. I do actually need to get some rest. I gotta get up in the morning, get some things done for work. Scotch bonnet smoothies to start the day. Oh yeah, that'll start the day. Steven says his daughter will have his head if you put a Scotch bonnet in the turkey. Yeah, Jacqueline would be like, Daddy, that's not tasty. You know, she always ends the videos when they talk about whatever it was Steven made. She says, and it was so tasty. Chachi, you're not baiting me into anything tonight. I'm chilling. I do have to get up tomorrow. I do literally need to get some rest. So, we shall see though what happens afterward. But the main topic, talking about it, can't now go late because I have a SCCJA. Have to get to SC. So let's see, South Carolina Criminal Justice Academy. Did I guess that one? Did I guess that acronym? Huh? Oh, really, Chachi? Really? You went from calling me a chicken to that, Chachi? Really, Chachi? Really? I'm about to go to Target and pick up something that's on sale. Okay. Russ said, I've got 2 Brits in my office this week, and I'm... What? Angus thing? Not to mimic? You alright there? Yes. I'm pretty good at acronyms, Jimmy. What? Quentin said I'm still trying to sleep off last night's drinks while drinking tonight's drinks. Quentin, bro, you need to hang out with me more often, because I took care of a picture by myself last night. A picture. Your girlfriend did. She offered to sip on I think all of 12 or 16 ounces, because I was complaining the pitcher was starting to get warm, and I was going to get some ice and pour my beer over ice because it was getting warm. Speaking of Brits, I don't know why Brits love warm beer, but they do. Quentin's or said Chachi gonna keep us awake though. That's why we pay him the big bucks. Yep. What's your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets? I told you guys before, I'm one of these guys. I really don't pay attention to trades and other things like that during the offseason for the most part, unless there's a big thing. One of the other things too, Aaron Rodgers is getting to the point where he is about to be put out the pasture, in my opinion. Now, I think he will provide some good leadership to the Jets, but I don't know. I won't say I don't know how effective he is or will be, but Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets is probably better than whomever the quarterback for the Jets was last year or in years past, just for the leadership aspect. It wasn't even 24 ounces. I think it was a 16-ounce cup. A whole pitcher of Miller Lite, and you gave a whole ass 24 ounces to the girlfriend. Nope, it wasn't even 24 ounces. It was, at most of it, 16 ounces. Victor says, here's the foot update. I saw the surgeon today, and he liked today's visit. The wound is healing, but it's the next few weeks that are critical. Fingers crossed, definitely. Definitely. Jimmy says, see, that's why you don't need to move right down the road for me. Yeah. I'm not a lightweight, and I drank the pitcher pretty early, and we sat there for another good hour or so, on purpose while we were doing the trivia and watching the Phillies game. Wait. Russ said, "Oh, what's your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets or Philly?" I don't think Aaron Rodgers, I won't say wouldn't be accepted, but I won't say he wouldn't fit in. But we have Carson Wentz. I mean, not Carson Wentz. We have, oh gosh, Jalen Hurts. Sorry. I watched something today, and they were talking about who would you rather bring back to the Eagles, and one of the people they were talking about was Wentz, and they were like, "Oh, would you want to bring back Carson Wentz or Ben Simmons?" I think it was. Russ said the guy in my office thinks he's a rock. And I said his face looks drawn. Yes. So Quintus is telling who won his free shots last night. Test us the number 2. So there was trivia night, and it wasn't really a trivia night. They were doing like a karaoke or a 90s music bingo. It was really wild and weird because of the music selections. But the whole thing is they gave us a bingo card, and the bingo card or piece of paper had 2 bingo cards on it, and of course it was artists from the 90s. Well, that had hits in the 90s, and I mean there was Blues Traveler, there was Tim McGraw, there was TLC, there was wish I would have saved the thing, but there was Backstreet Boys and New Kids on the Block. No, maybe no Backstreet Boys. New Kids on the Block. LMFO. There was Meredith. Somebody. There was a lot of different people, and they would play songs. But like they would play the songs, and the whole thing is you check off which artist you heard, and we were shazamming almost every single song that came on to get the correct artist, because there were a couple times where we thought it was one person and it wasn't somebody else. Like I think even Mandy Moore was on that list. There was a bunch of artists, and yeah. Right Set Fred was on there. Sheryl Crow, J Lo. Quentin says funny enough, Carson Wentz is on the Packers right now, trying to make the team if he didn't already get released. Russ said, Go taste testing number 2. Knowledge is drinks. No, so it wasn't even knowledge. It just so happened he had the card that had the right, I won't say orientation, but the artist in the correct orientation to get 4-corner bingo. Victor said, I believe Rodgers would be good in the locker room, veteran leader. Also, he would be great teaching a new quarterback in the NFL. Yes, right said Fred. We did not hear right said Fred. But when Taste Testing number 2 was like, who's right said Fred? And I'm like, oh, he had a one hit. He was a one hit wonder. And I started singing the song, and he was like, oh, I've heard that song before. Who sang the Barbie Girl song? They were on the list too. Victor said Aaron Rodgers will be an amazing backup. Oh, Whitney Houston was on there. So Quinn said if Whitney Houston would have played, though, I would have got we would have got free shots. I think every card in the bar was waiting for Whitney Houston's song to play. That and TLC. Oh, Salt and Pepper was on the list as well. I'm trying to think. Quentin, who else was on the list? Like, what other artists were on there? I just said send you an email. Uh-oh. Let's see what Chachi has to say. Where'd you send this email to, Chachi? You sent me an email or a message on like Instagram or something like that. Rodgers would be like, who's that Yankee finisher? Yeah. I'm not seeing. Oh, 702 was on there. Tupac, Montel Jordan, Sheryl Crow. I think I did say Sheryl Crow. There was some good folks on the list. Email. I don't see an email from you, Chachi, but maybe just haven't got it yet. What news about Sinead O'Connor? Oh boy. Let's close that and let's go to news. Google. Mariano Rivera. She died? She did die. Oh, wow. 56. Holy cow. Quentin said it was a pretty good mix. They hit all genres of music. Really good choice by my sister to go to that place. Yes. Maybe you didn't hear. No, I did not hear. I'm actually looking right now. Nothing compares to you. I like Sinead O'Connor too. You know, she was in that say 90s era, but definitely in that era. Yes, I think my favorite was Nothing Compares. Looking on Wikipedia. I have I say morbid curiosity, but it's one of those things where every now and again I'll get, holy cow, she has 4 kids? Didn't know that. Married and divorced 4 times. Let's scroll down to death. Oh. On the 26th of July, 2023, O'Connor's family issued a statement that she had died at the age of 56 without indicating the cause. Well, I will be revisiting that and looking back at that a little later. Definitely nothing compared. It's titled, not the song name. Is that what you're getting at, Chachi? That's the one that I'll always remember. Sinead O'Connor for. I'm about to say Shania Twain. If it was Shania Twain, that don't impress me much. Was the song that I remember her for. Yeah, not even gonna mention any other songs that I remember from Shania Twain, but that don't impress me much. Was the one. Oh, nice. Oh, the email title. Subject name. Oh, titled LOL. Now I got it. There it is. Oh, oh, you are funny. Man, oh man. So let's play a game, and this game is can Chachi comment? Can Chachi try and comment? Try and comment, Chachi. Terry, what's up, man? How you doing? Terry from Madwood Barbecue. He says, "Hey, yo, Dash." Haha, Terry. Hey, Terry, ask Chachi to say something. Yeah, tell him to say hi to you, Terry. Just call him out. Say, Chachi, why are you not saying hi? Shoot, look, trying to stay cool myself. I'm sitting right here next to the air conditioner. That's at 72. How long? How persistent? Quinn says, LMAO. Not Chachi in timeout. What? Chachi's in timeout? No. Jeremy, how you doing this evening? He says, what's good tonight, peeps? Listen. Quick question. We are almost into the second hour of the live stream, and if you are here and have not, if you have not, said hi, please say hi, because I don't bite, and just say hi. I would like to say hi to you. Holy cow! Terry says 112 degrees today. Whoa, hey, it says degrees. 112 degrees. That's a lot of degrees. Might need some purple power. Dave from Blind Man Cooking, he says, "What's good? All nothing much, Dave. I would read you Chachi's messages, but he can't comment for a couple more seconds. so I can't spell. Oh shoot, I can't spell either. Chachi did not email me an apology. That was not an apology. Not at all. No. That was not an apology. It was antagonization. That's what it was. It was it was instigation. Yeah. Instigation for sure. For sure. Anyway, telling him the email you want. No! He's not gonna listen. You tell him all you want, Quentin, to email me an apology. The messed up thing is, he told me, hey, I'm sending you an email, and it took a while for me to get the email. So I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't have an email from you. Yeah, I got it. I synced it. I synced it. Okay. Uh, I got him headlights to restore. I got headlights to restore in the morning. Nice. Blind man, he sent me a picture that I'm not even going to dignify in responding. No, 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 no. It wasn't an Eagle suck meme. Because I would have banned him if he did that. Like, just, yep, put him on ban, like ban him. But I only put him on timeout for it said 300 seconds. That's like 5 minutes, not even. Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, it's 5 minutes. 300 seconds. Yeah, yeah. That ain't nothing. 5 minutes. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put this on for when he rejoins. Poor me. I have to be at work in 12 hours. He said, "Oh God, poor me. I have to be at work in 12 hours. I have to be at work in less than that. Shoot, you gotta be working at 10. Shoot. Can I put myself in timeout? I don't know. You can go ahead and try. If you want to be put in timeout, I can put you in timeout. Anyone else want to volunteer to be put in timeout? I can oblige. So someone else's live stream must have ended. There seems to be an influx in people who have just joined us in the second hour, in the 10 o'clock hour. I want to say hi and thank you for spending your time here with me. Yeah, right? Quentin says 12 hours, 7 hours to wake up time. To wake up time, it's 10. I'm going to be logged on in 8 hours. Chachi says Quentin help. No, there's no helping, Chachi. I asked you if you chose violence, and you told me no. You chose violence tonight, Chachi. You chose violence. Actually, Quentin, I feel like I want to put you on timeout, not for anything malicious, but just so you can tell me what it looks like when you get put on timeout. Don't be scared. It only lasts 5 minutes. Where are you at? 6 though. I'll be sitting right here at this very spot, logged onto my computer, logged on to work. I log on at 6 a.m. All right, Quentin is in timeout. I was here earlier, but I had to help my daughter fix her sway arm and linkage. Nice. Russ said, "I'm working. I'm just saying." It's all right, but you know what, Russ? When I'm done at 2 p.m. and you're not done until 7, there's a difference. I can't compete with all the other big barbecues around here. Why not, Terry? You don't have to compete with them. You stay in your own lane and you do your thing. Russ said, "I miss daylight." Man, been there. Been there. I have definitely been on the, let's say receiving end, but on the tail end of working overnight shifts and things like that. Terry says their prices are too low. Let their prices be too low, Terry. Turn your quality up and demand the prices that you're demanding. But this is I'm gonna say a lesson, but this is one of those things. Send him the email. When he gets back here, he'll tell you where to email him, or you can figure it out how to email him, and you send him that email. And he won't find it funny either. Will you, Quentin? Anyway, Terry, this is one of those things where when people ask how much should I charge, and I say you try to, the standard rate is to try to take your food costs and multiply it by 3 and all of those things like that. And then I say you need to round up or down depending on what your market may bear, what your market will bear. And that is one of those things, if you live in a area where the median income is lower and there's not affluent clientele, then you probably can't charge more than just barely scraping by, and that is reality. So it's really hard. Russ said, oh, and Terry kicked their asses, yeah. Effing win. Victor says, Terry, consider your only competition is yourself. Yeah, agreed. That's what I'm saying. You just gotta cook, man. Listen, I've said this for a long time. You cook, you do what you're gonna do. The food should speak for itself. Food speaking for itself should, be the tail of the tape. If it's good enough, then people will come back and they'll pay anything they I won't say anything they want, but anything you want to charge them. Listen, hey, those of you guys who have come in a little later, if you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, please, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. Jeremy says, my college team football camp started today, so I have been listening to practice reports most of the day. Like, I don't know, what does that do for you, but I have a hard time, like, when I'm doing something, I need to focus on what it is I'm doing. Like, I will have music on in the background, kind of just to keep me moving, but it's not like I can listen to, like, a lot of times when I'm working and I have something to get done, something to accomplish, I listen to music that does not have words. Excuse me, so that I don't stop and try to focus on what it is someone is, or whatever story is trying to be told. Marlon, how you doing this evening? Marlon says, okay, so now I'm feeling some type of way. Dash, you only fall asleep when other people are on. No. I've fallen asleep by my damn self too. It just so happened that particular day I was out in the sun, Marlon, and I was tired. And was tired, okay? Tired. I can't talk mess about the Eagles. Our team is terrible. Also, yeah. Terry says bigger guys are always selling pulled pork sandwiches for $5 each. I was charging $12. So, ooh, that might be a bit much, Terry. So you might have to make the size of your sandwiches smaller to compete. And what you do is you make your sandwiches smaller, and as opposed to charging $12, you might charge $8. And that $8 might be for a 4-ounce sandwich or a 6-ounce sandwich. Even if it's a 4-ounce sandwich, if you're trying to hit people with the price point, then make it a 4-ounce sandwich. And that $8 should encompass a quarter pound of meat, your bun, and whatever else you're putting with it, because there's no way they're making a pulled pork sandwich for $5 and giving like sides and things like that. So maybe you have to say, all right, let's do everything a la carte. You can get a barbecue, you can get a pulled pork sandwich. And the thing is to not advertise that the sandwich is 4 ounces. You get a pulled pork sandwich. Now, here's my next thing. You could go to your competition or go to the competition and find out what it is they're selling and reverse engineer it. See how much of how big of a portion they're giving. Because if they are giving away, let's say, half a pound for $5, half a pound for a pulled pork for $5, that's a front. That's a front, like, that's for money laundering or something. Because I'll be damned, there's no way somebody's going to be able to actually make money selling pulled pork sandwiches for $5. Now, Terry, you might be, I won't say making a mistake, but you might be doing yourself a disservice if you are doing like coleslaw, potato salad, potato chips, a drink, and all those other things for $12. Dog, I today, when I came home from the baseball game with Texas number 2, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop at McDonald's on the way home. I got a 20-piece nugget. I used the coupon for some free fries, and I drank what I had at home to drink. So I spent $7 and got 20 nuggets and 2 large fries. And it's not because I'm, like broke and don't have it to be able to order like something ballin'. That's what I wanted. Like, I wanted some nuggets. Like, I really only eat nuggets from McDonald's. And I was like, oh, well, let me look at the deals. Oh, the deal was you buy 20 nuggets, you get 2 french fries. Sign me up. I had a large fry and my 20 nuggets. Taste Hustle number 3 was out with my wife. They were at a pool party this afternoon. Again, Quentin, this is why sometimes when I'm like, I'm busy, So we had to divide and conquer this evening. I had a baseball game to go to with taste tester number 2, and my wife took taste tester number 3 to a pool party with one of her ex-classmates. I would say, yeah, ex-classmates. Anyway, that being said, I wanted chicken nuggets. That's all I wanted. Like I said, that's all I really eat from McDonald's, chicken nuggets and fries. I just don't like most everything else or anything else McDonald's makes as far as lunch and dinner. Breakfast, steak, egg, and cheese bagel is the only way to go. Anyway, I say all that to say, Terry, I don't know what your offerings are, but maybe you're offering too much. If you're telling me that you're doing a pulled pork sandwich and it's only a pulled pork sandwich and it's $12, then you need to make it smaller and make your price point smaller. Just my advice. Angela, what's up? Angela, how's your ankle doing? I haven't asked you about your ankle in a minute. Victor said never worry about what others do. Never do. And definitely never do what they do. That's a direct quote from the Roots. Never worry about what others do because they are beyond your control. Focus on what you do best and improve on that. There you go. Quinn says troubles will come. Yes. I'm going to start cooking again next year. Selling. Oh, okay. And the will pass. Troubles will come and they will pass. Yes. Jeremy says, been doing my main job for 20 plus years. I need something to distract me. All right. Quinn says you'll find a woman. He said, yeah, I'm back. Jeremy says I can do it with my eyes closed now. Yes, indeed, Jeremy. Definitely. Same. I laugh and I tell people all the time, yeah, I cook that in my sleep or half sleep. Quentin says Maul, and so Marlon, please do not feel attacked or anything like that. Quentin was on timeout. We were experimenting to see what it felt like. You say free my homie when he's back off a timeout? Really? How good of a homie was he if you didn't even miss him while he was gone? Said, but with music this time. Keep cooking, just keep cooking, just keep cooking. Yes, indeed. Quinn says I was locked up and it wouldn't let me out. Comic music. Oh, blind man said, "Hey, come stuff." Yes. Quentin was put on the corner like the Blair Witch Project. Yes. What's with the singing? We just hit that point in the live stream where we just talking about musical stuff, I guess. Russ said McDonald's is low-key getting expensive. Everything is getting expensive, Russ. And here's the problem. I don't eat McDonald's very often, so I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember I used to be able to get the 20-piece nugget for like $5. It was $7 today. But that $7, I was able to get 2 large fries for free with ordering through the app. Those large fries from McDonald's are like $3.50, $4 a piece. So if you take the $7 minus the $8 that I saved, did I really? I mean, I'm gonna say I broke even, but definitely dollar cost average my costs down. Angela says, ew, McDonald's chicken nuggets aren't real meat. Might as well be vegetarian and eat mystery meat. No, because mystery meat doesn't have the same flavor as the McDonald's chicken nuggets, even if they're not real meat. And haven't I told you before, don't yuck someone else's yum. No. Shout out to Bumpy. I've been missing these lives. Yeah, what did he hit you up and be like, get on the live stream? Yes. I did shout Bumpy out earlier. Shouting him out as the president of the Rewatch Gang. Yo, my head is hot after wearing that hat. Oh, Chachi, did you peep it? You saw? I had on the Eagles hat just for you. Quentin says, I haven't had McDonald's in over a decade. For those of you keeping score, that's over 10 years. So it's funny. Anybody seen that movie by the documentary called Super Size Me by Martin Spurlock? Super Size Me by Martin Spurlock. Just comment below if you did. Victor says, I agree with Dash. You need to do some research and purchase some of these $5 pulled pork sandwiches. Nothing wrong with clarifying what they're selling. Yep. And I'm scared about it. One limit, the MC. Huh? It's just swelling down, but still a bit of pain. Can't move two of my toes because of the pain. Oh, so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm scared about it. One limit to, I guess you're limited in McDonald's to once a week. Shoot, I think I might have McDonald's once a month. 2 minutes behind. All right, Uncle Steve, how you doing, sir? He says, "Evening, my friend. Thank you, Uncle Steve, for popping in." Uncle Steve, yo, I really enjoy seeing, like, watching different videos and things like that, and people using Uncle Steve shake, and I'm like, I'm a part of the club. I'm a part of the family. You know, Uncle Steve sends me shake and things like that to use. I admittedly do not use the shakes on video as much as I should. And I do feel bad about that, but I try to talk up your shakes on the live streams and in person to folks that I know, and I have definitely talked about, you know me, Tina Gator Shake, now the Smoke Bomb, and the Thick Meat. Those are my three favorites right now. And the I told you I did I cooked with the South Texas Red that it blew me away. Oh, and that, oh my goodness, the SPG, I've been using that one lately too. I made smash burgers a couple times, and that SPG is spot on, spot on. Russ said, "Well, shit, it's Uncle Steve." Yes, indeed. She twisted her ankle, or sprained her ankle really badly. Russ said, "I'm hoarding Uncle Steve's." You're not a homie for doing that to us. What are you talking about, Chachi? You were not voluntary. Quentin was voluntary, so he could report back and tell me what it was like. You get a good cabbage steak. Victor says McDonald's. Hell, I remember when cheeseburgers cost 15 cents. They were also in black and white, Victor. Concur, no yucking yum, yes. It looks like, cuz you've been outside. You actually look brown skin, 90 degrees, and got a winter hat on. Look at this. Yes, I have been outside. New age kids, mine included, who wear winter stuff when it's hot. Yo, listen, I was taking taste tester number 2 to school yesterday, and we were, if it wasn't school, I was taking them somewhere, and it was in the, was it baseball? I don't know, but it was in the afternoon, right? And not only was it in the afternoon, it was like 90 degrees. Yo, this kid we drove past had on long pants, a hoodie, a sweatshirt hoodie, okay? And he had the hood up over his head. I said, bruh, what's wrong with him? He was like, I don't know, maybe, he doesn't feel the heat. Ain't no way he doesn't feel the heat. Ain't no way. And then what was crazy, there was one that had the hood on, and the other one just was walking with again, pants and a hoodie. He didn't have his hood on. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with them? It's 90 degrees out, and they wearing hoodies and long pants. Now, mind you, I know I am not the poster child for wearing shorts all the time, because I usually wear pants almost all year round. But yo, this summer has been hot where I'm wearing shorts. And yo, I was like, what's wrong with them? Angela says, make cabbage steak. No. He didn't eat at McDonald's for like a year, but he ate it for 30 days straight. And he gained a lot of weight. But after, did you see the movie Founder? I have not watched Founder yet. Thank you, Marlon. I'm out of this aircast. What's up? Lou Calamaris, what's going on? He says, what's up, Dash and Barbecue fam? What's going on? I'm trying to catch up to the comments. Best rub ever. No shit. Uncle Steve rub. I put that shit on everything. You guys in Texas have a pepper secret. I'm gonna find out. Yeah, it's called coarse ground pepper, dude. That is. I use my connections in Texas to get coarse ground pepper sent to me, and I fortunately don't use it all fast enough, so I have a store of pepper. Quentin says I got some breast lube. Definitely rewatch. This episode was crazy. It wasn't that bad. I can confirm Dash wore a big barbecue shirt to my birthday dinner last night. I always wear a barbecue shirt. I won't say there's only 2, but I have 3 different types of barbecue shirts. 3? Yes, I have the old school t-shirt, the old school gray t-shirt. I have the second iteration gray t-shirt, and I have the bowling shirt, as you guys like to call it, the bowling shirt. And did you peep? I had on red and black Crocs to match my red and black shirt. Did you peep that? Because, you know, I'm working on coordination. Red and black Crocs to match the red and black on the shirt. I go in brand deep. Angela said my kid wears a hoodie all the time and has a blanket in every car so she can wrap it around her. Complains about it the slightest bit of air, so we ride in heat with a crack only in my window. No. I am miserable when it comes to being warm. This is what I miss. It's not even a stream yard. But now I'm excited. I'll catch a replay tomorrow. Well, when you watch a replay, you better comment rewatch gang. Okay, rewatch hashtag rewatch gang. All right, that's what you gotta do. I didn't get a dinner invite. Happy belated birthday. Listen, you gotta talk to Quentin about that. Angela vegetarian is Indian for bad hunter. Victor says, and you were injured and need to drink milk to fix that bone. Plus, we were eating wings. Literally, everyone ate wings at the table. Your girl had macaroni and cheese. Did she eat? She ate maybe one wing, and I called her out when I eating a wing. So she's like, I don't really want to eat wings. And I said, why? Are you intimidated that we will make fun of you for the way that you're eating your chicken wings or something? And the table erupted. Yeah. I didn't see her eat a chicken wing though. And I'm all caught up in the comments. There was something I was talking about, and I can't remember what it was. But I want to take the opportunity to say thank you to Uncle Steve for hanging out. Really do appreciate you, and thank you, Uncle Steve, for sending shakes my way. Really do appreciate them, and I do like using them. They are fantastic. But I'm gonna say the newer shakes have definitely struck my fancy, and I've been using them. Angela, I don't even know. Angela, do you drink milk? Or would it have to be like almond milk? Because when we originally placed our order, yeah, Quentin, I don't miss a thing. Chachi, I got an invite, okay? It was, if I didn't make this event, he would have not wanted to invite me to other things again. You know, Quentin is funny because I won't say Quentin forgot, but he did invite me to help him move, and I was like, unfortunately, I have a catering event. I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, I had a catering event and a party with my daughter to go to. It was a house party. You know, actually, the same girl who had the pool party today invited us to her home they were making bracelets or something. It was something like that. Angela says, I do not drink milk. Never drank milk, even when I ate meat. I knew there was one of those. It was one of those instances. That's why I'm like, let me see. Does Angela even drink milk? Because it just seems like something she wouldn't do. He hasn't even come up to see my house plan. And I've been here 2 years, so he can't come up to move. When I tried to come to your house, you weren't there. I don't get to Southern Maryland that often. Again, the aforementioned things that keep me around my house. Anyway, I was kidding about the move. I'm hiring movers. I wouldn't put my friends through that mess in this heat. Well, that's smart. Chachi, you hear these excuses? Oh, Quentin says, you hear these excuses? They're welcome too. Yeah, but when I have things to do with and or for them, I can't bring them down to your house. Victor says, has anyone heard about Bang Bang Shrimp? Yes, Stephen, maybe you can have something on this subject. I intend to make some this weekend. Yes, Bang Bang Shrimp is pretty popular here at a restaurant called Bonefish. It is pretty good. It's a fried shrimp, but the shrimp is coated in a it's almost like a hot wing sauce, if you will. Definitely not spicy. It's just has a decent flavor, like a little bit of spice, a little bit of garlic. But Bang Bang Shrimp is banging. And it says it's hard movers because all his friends said no. Yeah. Angela says, put me on the calendar, bump those friends. Angela says, Bang Bang Shrimp has mayo. Yes, it does have a little bit of mayo in it. Quite possibly. That doesn't stop it from being delicious. Not in the slightest. And Angela, you don't like mayo either? This is not cool with the mayo. What? There you go. Jeremy says Bang Bang sauce is pretty much mayo with sweet chili sauce. I feel like there's a little bit more in between than just mayo and sweet chili sauce, but I mean I could see it. I could see like a splash or a dash of like some sriracha or something being added in there to help give it a little more I'll say color. And the chili sauce to me is much sweeter than the Bang Bang Shrimp stuff is. So it would almost be like a sriracha mayo, but there's more to it. Like it's deeper than that. Angela says lots and lots of mayo. Chachi said chilled ketchup makes everything nasty. Yes, because it drops the temperature of everything. That's why you need to leave your ketchup in the cupboard and make sure it's room temperature. Definitely. Nobody wants cold ketchup on anything. Chachi, oh. Shuddering, just the thought of cold ketchup. The only condiment that needs to be cold is jelly and salad dressing. That's it. Russ said, I didn't eat mayo for 4 years because when I spun the lid off and there was a speck of carrot, for real. A speck of carrot in mayo? Somebody was making something like a sandwich or something and they dipped the knife into the mayo after they cut the carrots. There's no carrots in mayonnaise. Quentin says, Ange, let me ask you this. Do you cook? If so, what's the one item you are bringing to the family Thanksgiving dinner? I bet she's gonna say a dessert. I'm not even seeing her answer, but I'm betting it's a dessert. Sean, are you serious? Seriously, Sean? I feel like I need to pull a knife out of my back, Sean. Like what? I thought we were cooler than that. Quentin says, are we on the cold condiments again? You could think Chachi. He's the one that keeps bringing it up. Read the package. Cold syrup does go hard. It's fantastic. It goes hard. Yes, indeed. Yes. Blind Man Dave said no cold ketchup. Yes. And he spelled everything properly too, Chachi. No cold ketchup. Bang Bang is the sauce. Also Bang Bang tacos, Bang Bang chicken, yes mayo. It uses Vietnamese hot sauce plus sriracha sauce. First sold in the Bonefish restaurant. Bonefish. We've been eating at Bonefish for shoot. 10 plus years we've had Bang Bang shrimp, and it is fantastic. It's Bang Bang shrimp has kind of led way to Boom Boom sauce. The Boom Boom sauce is very similar to Bang Bang sauce. Yeah. Angela says I do cook, bake better. The fam Thanksgiving dinner. I only had to do the coleslaw. My grandma said I made the best bread pudding she's ever tasted, and impressed my cousin with the sauce. Jeremy says we have a Bonefish here too. Yeah. Russ said I won't use steak sauce if there's anchovies in it. Oops, bonefish. Quinn says newbie. I'm guessing you aren't a Caesar salad fan. Russ, I said it's the wrapper. It's the wrapper to refrigerated when open. So what? I'm sure you've never drank milk after the sell-by date. Never eaten a bag of chips after the sell-by date. You read everything. You believe everything you read, Chachi? Seriously? Angela says Worcestershire sauce has anchovies. Not that I use steak sauce, but I have deprived family of steak sauce or of your cooking. Let's see. Not sure what the acronym is, Sean. In a tight game right now. Angela says, I'm the only person who never has hot sauce. You don't do spicy, Angela? Never? I don't think I ever realized that. I throw stuff away before the sell by Best Buy dates. I don't play with old food. It's not about old food. Those are suggestions. You can open it up and smell it, or open it up and taste it, or open it up and look at it and say, oh, this is still good. Or, oh man, this should have been thrown out a week ago. Angela says sell-by isn't bad. Yes, just because it hits the sell-by date, that doesn't mean it's bad. That is a those are suggestions, in my opinion, to do a few different things. They are a suggestion for you to try to use that thing up faster than you need to. They are a suggestion to try to keep whatever company that it is from getting sued. And they are a suggestion to make sure that you obviously don't leave it sit in your refrigerator forever. No hot sauce. That's crazy talk. I do hot, but never really use hot sauce. So, huh? You sit and use a bunch of peppers and chili seeds and other things like that, but you don't use a simple, a sriracha sauce or something on things? Russ said, and then I give the stale stuff to the dog. Yeah, we don't have a dog. Yeah, Russ said lawyer crap. Angela says you have at least 3 weeks after the sell-by date. It depends on what it is you have the sell-by date on. Quentin says it's suggesting to me That I throw that motherfucker away. Jeremy says, just think millions a year old salt has expiration date. Oh, million-year-old salt has an expiration date. Yep. Dude, I'm not even going to tell you the number of seasonings I have in my overflow and my cabinet that I want to say I don't use, but I don't use. I will try something and I'm like, I got to find that right thing to put this with. And if I don't find it, years can go by. Thank you, Quentin. Excuse me. Thank you, Dave, for saying it about Quentin. Dave said, Quentin, you must be loaded. Tossing food. You know what, Dave? He might not necessarily be loaded. He might buy smaller portions. And either it's not really a concern because he consumes these smaller portions in a timely manner, timely fashion, or he's just throwing away a lot of stuff. Steven says also to make you replenish it faster, which means more profit for the company. Yep, there you go. KD, what's going on? That was one of the things I said, Steven. Definitely agreed. KB says, good evening, Mr. Dash. Just got off work. Howdy, all. What's up, KB? How you doing? Chachi says, where do I need your relish? In the refrigerator? No. The relish goes in the cupboard. It does not get refrigerated. I literally have some relish on the floor over there. Let me turn the camera around. There you go. That was from our party a few weeks ago here at the house. We did not use it. We just used ketchup, apparently. We had open relish mustard, but I got it to make sure that we didn't. Oh, hold on a second. Taste test number 1. Sure. Oh, can you do me a favor and did you just come out of had the back door open? No? Oh, that was the basement door. I need one of those coolers that is down by your neck. That decent sized blue cooler. Can you bring it in and upstairs into the kitchen, please? Just double check and make sure the alarm is off. Thank you. Which is okay, all time for me to get to sleep for tonight. Everyone have a great night and even better tomorrow. Yes, indeed. Quinn says, no, blind man. I buy groceries weekly and freeze a lot of stuff. Fresh veggies and such are only good to me for a few days, depending on which it is. I have no problems going and buying food frequently. Yeah. And just said that's when you're young. When you say hello to Hello Fresh. Nah. One. Hello Fresh for my family of 5, and these 2 boys especially, it doesn't stretch it nearly as much as it would if I were like a single person or only had 2 mouths to feed or something like that. Steven says the sell-by date may be a bit different than an expiration date. Quentin says, but if you open one of those bottles on the floor, it needs to be in the fridge. Sure, Quentin. I hand you a bottle of ketchup. You're not checking the expiration date. Guarantee it. Brings cooler with on condiments to Dash's house. You gonna put them in a cooler and bring them? Sure. Sounds like a work party. What you doing with the cooler? Why are you worried about what I'm doing with the cooler? I need the cooler. I gotta put some things in the cooler to take outside. It's easier to put them into the cooler and take them all outside in one trip than making lots of small trips. Why are you worried about what I got going on, man? I'm using the cooler. I just need the cooler to put the stuff in the cooler. Yes, definitely good night, Victor. Chachi says, see, Clinton, I'm here on the same page. We must be related. Do not, Clinton, don't do that. Don't go there. It's like we're long lost brothers, Chachi. Seriously, Quentin, that's what you going with? That's what you going with? He said he's had food poisoning real bad. Bitch. Yeah, you know, we're not going there. I believe you. What's the funny thing about time here and the rabbit? Thank you. Right there is good. Yep. Oh, just put it down. So the cooler has wheels on it, and he is having a good old time rolling the cooler around. Dude.
So, I just barely moved it.
But the problem is you keep kicking it.
I kicked it once.
They're glass. They only have to be kicked once to be broken.
You just said I keep on kicking it. I kicked it one time.
Bastion.
Yes.
Good night.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. You need to get yourself up tomorrow. You need to get yourself up.
I woke up today.
2 days.
I was asking, did I?
What?
I was asking, did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh, that was it.
Angela, just cut it out. Quitting if I wasn't across the country and you invited me somewhere, I would show up, no questions asked. Chachi, if you had a familiar obligation to take care of, you might have to deal with doing what your family needed done first. It's nothing against Quentin. I have other priorities, but my family things come before playthings. Seriously. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep. No, those taste tests are number 2. Angela, you know. Yeah, I know. Quentin, you volunteered to go in timeout so we could see what it was like. I didn't put you in timeout because you did something malicious like Chachi. No. And I'm checking my email again just to make sure he didn't send me another something stupid. He didn't, thank goodness. Anyway. KB said back in 7th grade I ate some old pizza from the fridge, threw up at school, changed my life, been checking expiration dates ever since. I mean, KB knows what's up. I'm telling you, food poisoning changes you, man. I'm fortunate, I guess. I don't have the stomach of a... I'm not even going to go there. I don't want to be canceled or calling you out or something. Just going to leave it alone and let you, imagine what it is I'm, talking about. Johnny, how you doing this evening? Johnny, did I miss a video from you last week? I won't say I swear I didn't see one last Friday morning, but I don't remember seeing one last Friday morning. Chacha says you're giving me ideas now. Please, I have a coworker with leukemia, and my sister has a 3 lumps. Life is upon us all the time. Yes, I didn't volunteer for the whole time. It's so cold the time out here, no blankets, TV don't work, and they only have ketchup that's never been in the fridge. It's just savages. I hope you were laughing as hard as I am, Quentin, because that was... You forgot the syrup. You forgot the syrup. I mean, there's no chilled syrup. Who does that? Who does that? And you know what, Quentin? I'm giving you only blue cheese from now on. And if ever I am out with you and you order wings, I'm gonna stop the waitress and tell her, "Oh no, he made a mistake. He doesn't know what the difference is between blue cheese and ranch. He only wants blue cheese. He said the wrong thing. Like, I have to go behind him and correct him all the time. I will do that. you have a pizza oven? Technically, I do. I have never used it, Johnny. I will. This is how I keep my chin up. Thank you. No worries, man. Thank you, Russ, for joining us. So I do have one. I have a box for one. I had a subscriber and actually a customer who purchased food. She hits me up every now and again and she says, "Hey, I'm at Target. They have this pizza oven thing. It's on sale." I'm like, "Well, how much is it on sale for?" She's like, "Oh, it was $100. It's now like $50-$60." And I said, "Oh, can you snap me one up? I'll, PayPal or Cash App you a couple dollars for it." She's like, "Sure." So she said, "Next time I'm in Baltimore, I'll let you know. I'll bring it with me." I said, "Oh, man, bet. That is fantastic." So she hits me up a couple weeks later. She says, "Hey, are you going to be home?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am home, actually. Thank you very much. Hey, you happen to catch me on a good day? I have some brisket. I have some this. I have some of that. Here's a couple things. Excuse me, for your trouble." I was like, "Hey, what do I owe you?" She's like, "You don't owe me anything, but I have not used it yet." Yes, Chachi. He loves blue cheese. Taking a break. All right, no problem. Johnny, I just wanted to make sure, and I feel like a bad friend because I would have texted you because when I didn't see one and Chachi, Johnny, you are part of my Friday routine. I log on to work at 6 a.m. on Fridays. So first thing I do when I kind of get settled and get logged on is refresh YouTube to see the latest, my latest subscriptions. And usually you are always there at 6:01-ish a.m. on a Friday morning. And I did not see the video. And then I was like, all right, well, maybe I missed it. And I checked again on a few hours later and I didn't see it. And then I went back and looked again a little later and I didn't see it. And I was like, oh. And I meant to text you, but I was working, busy at work. And then here we are, Wednesday. But I did notice that I did not see a video. Hey, listen, if you have not already, please hit the thumbs up button for me, please. I greatly appreciate it. I tell you guys all the time, it makes me feel better about doing these videos. It helps my channel, it helps this video, and it doesn't cost you a thing. So please and thank you. I've been missing these lives like the fake missing owl. Yeah. It's alright, Oh, Alabama girl. We're not even talking about that, Angela. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. We're not going there. Cause I won't even She's just that's just it deserves a don't be stupid. Cause she was stupid. She did something stupid for attention. I'm sure if you've been on this live stream long enough, you've heard me say, negative attention is not good attention. That's what I tell my kids all the time. Like, you got my attention. Negative attention is definitely not good attention. Most people that say, in the press and things like that, they say negative attention or any attention is good attention. No, attention, no, it's not. Not my book. Going to domestic clear, no. I'm so scared. I'm so annoyed for September 5th. For Labor Day? Quentin, please stop being stupid. It keeps me employed. Oh, please keep being stupid. It keeps me employed. I personally don't want to be stupid on the internet. That's why I try to filter some of the things that I say every now and again, but I have no filters. You guys have come to know and love about me, especially when we are in the second, third, fourth, and oh my gosh, the 5th hours of this live stream at times when I just completely go off the rails. August 5th. Okay. That makes me feel better. So next next Friday. Looking forward to it, Johnny, but I completely understand and probably know what you're going through with taking a break. I feel like I need to get motivated to make videos. Again, I you know, I don't have the house to myself to be able to make videos and not have to worry about someone walking through a video, making a whole bunch of noise or other things like that right now. So that's been my crux. Chachi said the only time I see you is when you're filtered, is when you're asleep on cam. Yep. Quentin says he hired Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards. He was scared in the timeout realm. I feel like I should put you both on timeout again to make you think about these accusations. Anybody else want to go on timeout with Chachi and Quentin when I put them on timeout again? Any volunteers for timeout? Like, timeout. It's only 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes. I can, especially when they comment. When you comment, it makes it much easier for me to put you on timeout. Quentin says, please don't send me back. I'm out of money. I'm all out of love. No. You still working on Sundays? Yes, I am. I will not be there for the next couple weeks, though. Floyd's team expensive. Yes. Just. Yes, indeed. So, you know what's, I'll say, crazy? One of you guys, a subscriber, had, excuse me, had some firearms that he was trying to get rid of. And he reached out to me and he's like, hey man, would your shop be willing to do X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, send me a list. So he sent me a list and I forwarded that list to the powers that be at the store. And they're like, okay, we will take this, and this. So it's probably like a half to a third of his list. They did end up buying, and you know, I'll say it all worked out. But there were some nice pistols and rifles in the mix that he sold to us. But since he was locked up and they won't let him out, you got to start that by saying convict music. Convict. I was locked up. Yes. I want my water, but my water's in the kitchen and I don't want to get up. Someone compelled me to get up. Just be like, get out. Get out. So this corn whiskey, it has a distinct taste to it, and I can't quite put my finger on it. This says get up. Yes, my water. I replaced my old cast iron pipes with PVC. Now I have lead and mold. Oh man, that sucks. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. I had to get some water. So it's Chachi says, what time you getting in the freezer? I'm not getting in the freezer. You didn't make me change my old pipes at my childhood home with PVC. Water didn't taste as good. Doesn't keep as cold either. So understood. Keep up, Lee 45 quart lead maker. Keep up. Oh, wait. Oh. Water. Yes, water. Stop saying it. Oh, well, Russ, I kind of got it after you said it, I'm going to say the last time, but when you said keep up, something about the reloader. Sorry. This, I say on the decline, but I'm ready to go to sleep. And like I said, I have to get up in the morning. Whew. I have a lot of work to get done prior to getting taste test number 1 up and out the door. I gotta grind tomorrow. I have 45 servers I need to update first thing in the morning. I want to get it done. 40 cal though. Ugh. I don't know what it is. Like, 40 cal to me is a love it or hate it round. I am not a fan of 40 cal. I own one. So it's not a. The problem is this: I have to remote into each of these servers and run an executable to update the antivirus. I was actually telling Angela about this last week, and we used to use SCCM to do the updates, but because of the fact that the servers are air gapped and they're accessible from the internet, but only once I remote into my network can I then remote into those machines. So and on these servers I can't necessarily run like a batch script or something like that. I probably could run a batch script, but it's just, it really is. Oh, the reason why I can't run a batch script is because there's prompts once you run the executable. Once the executable runs, because if I use a batch script and just told it to try to run, it takes forever, and I'm trying to hurry up and get them all done. So it already takes me 2 hours probably, if not longer, to run them all, and by the time it's all said and done, I'm seeing, like, my eyes are crossed. Go get a good back teach me Cisco. Go get it good to back. Nope. 4 weeks. Wash you. Well, I fixed it 2 days with limited access to the environment. Nice. Fire today. Show IP. Oh. Show IP. You know, it's funny, Kent. I was like, yo, when the live stream started, I was like, yo, where's Kent been? I thought to myself, like, I haven't seen him in a couple weeks. But here he is. Daddy Dutch. What's going on, man? Daddy Dutch from Lamars, Iowa. Lamars. Checking in. He's probably not even in Lamars right now. Knowing Kent, he's on vacation somewhere. Kent, where are you in the world right now? I want to say, in case you didn't see Kent's response, he says, who is this ebony god? It looks like Dash without the chrome highlights in his beard. Excuse me. They're there. I'll say I did my beard this morning, but when I got out of the shower, I straightened my beard a little bit this morning. So put some oil in it, straighten it a bit. So today has been a good beard day. No worries, Kent. You know. So he's home. Nice. We taking the Evie to Iowa. For what? Why are we going to Iowa? I mean, I'm down. Oh, wait. Didn't we? Who were we getting another? Was it another smoker? What was it I was picking up? A cooler? What was it I was picking up? We were talking about picking up from Iowa, Quentin, last week or 2 weeks ago or whenever it was. But we were talking about going to Iowa. Was it beer? Shoot, it was something. What was it? Damn it. I can't remember now. But I'm getting ready to go ahead and call it. I need to get to sleep. Totally silver and gray. I look like the old wizard. Meat. Oh, yes. Yes. I think Kent said he was going to load me down with a whole bunch of meat that he could get for like pennies on the pound. I mean, I want to say Quentin I'd be down. But, you know, we could turn and burn. Actually, if you need something shipped out east, let me know. I sure will. I will. Russ says, good night, my good sir. Yes, indeed. I'm getting ready to end this because I do need to get some rest. I have to get to sleep. Just like I said, I got a big weekend coming up. I have to, like I said, just start thinking about getting rest today for the rest of the weekend. Anyway, thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Quentin says, all right, y'all. Have a good night. Hey, before you leave, please wish Quentin a happy belated birthday. Yesterday was his birthday. He turned 45. So thank you guys so very much for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. We have 40 trucks in the Northeast daily. Quentin says, have a good one. Yes. Marlon says, nights, y'all. I know. Quentin, exactly. He's at Marlon. Steven says, good night, y'all. Have a great week and upcoming weekend. Yes, sir. You do the same. Judge says, damn, you old. And you know what? He's only accepting gifts of blue cheese for his birthday. Look, Angela says he wishes he was that old. Jimmy says, have a great rest of the week, guys. Later, Dash. Quentin, happy 97th birthday. Marlon says, yes, see, Marlon gets it. He knows. I was trying to be nice and only say half of Quentin's age. He is literally an old man. Did he sign out? He ducked off that fast. Too bad. Chachi says, night all. Yes, indeed. Good night, sir. Quentin says, LMAO. Well, damn. Oh, see, he must have logged out and then had to log back in because he heard us talking about him. Russ says, you guys are the bomb, all of you. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Thank you so very much again. Really do appreciate you hanging out, being here. I could not make these live streams nearly as fun as they are without you guys helping me out. So just really want to say thank you again. Shout out to the Rewatch Gang. Rewatch Gang, just type Rewatch Gang. So that's Rewatch Gang and then gang. Quentin says, see you next week. Be safe, Bumpy. We see you. Yeah, well, we don't see you, but we hope that you will get to this point of the live stream and comment Rewatch Gang. And anyone else who gets to this point in the rewatch that's in the Rewatch Gang, you feel free to comment Rewatch Gang as well. Thank you, and I'm really going this time. See y'all next week.